Good morning, Southwest Florida. Good morning, Allegra.
Good morning.
I am so pleased to have you here. It has been, for those of you that may be watching back, either on the recorded version from afar, it has been absolutely beautiful here. Allegra and I, before we went live, were just talking about how beautiful it is this time of year in Southwest Florida. My name is Renee Hahn, and I am coming to you today as part of Naples Women's Club. And we're talking about an upcoming event we have that's All right, we're going to give Allegra a chance to come back. We haven't had any systems issues in a while, but this morning it's not even storming. Usually the systems, this is all over the internet, of course, and oftentimes in storms we'll get a little bit of interruption, but we don't even have that. So Allegra, we're going to try to power through here. What I was saying is Naples Women's Club is really excited to be embarking on a new adventure, if you will, called Culinary Adventure. And this is just one of many of the different ways that Naples Women's Club tries to give back to the community. So we're going to be working with 16 local restaurants across 3 different dates, one in January, February, and March, to host small, intimate luncheons. And tickets are on sale right now for $125 for people who may be interested not only in enjoying a spectacular lunch, but being able to give back because of that ticket purchase, which is what brings me here today to talk to Allegra. Allegra, Judy Sullivan Resource Center. And Allegra, start by just allowing the audience to learn a little bit about you, if you don't mind.
Sure. Well, I've been with Catholic Charities for 15 years, and I'm the program director. I oversee all the programs here at the Judy Sullivan Family Resource Center. And I've lived in Naples for 16 years. I was born in Ohio, but raised in Miami, and we just loved Naples. So we moved here, and I'm married and have 3 kids.
Fantastic. And we were talking about the different parallels here. And I have to point out, Allegra has got to have a giving heart, because straight out of college started giving in these nonprofit capacities to make sure that people around us can live their best lives. So thank you for that. Sincerely, Allegra. We talked about the Culinary Adventure being an opportunity for the community and Naples Women's Club to give back. I failed to mention there's really 3 key parts to that, and this will get into the next question I have for you. One is, we recognize that the current environment with COVID has brought challenges to some of our local businesses, in particular restaurants, hospitality. And so by hosting these events at restaurants, we wanted to make sure we could give back and support through business patronage those restaurants. That's one of the 3 pillars of this event. The second is along the theme of food, given that we know that food is such a basic need that we want to make sure people have. We also picked 4 organizations, of which Allegra's is one of the 4, to make sure that we can give back to the community in that way. And then the third, of course, is we want to make sure these are enjoyable lunches. So Allegra, with the partnership that we've got with the Judy Sullivan Resource Center, I'd love, before we talk more specifically about the event and how that might benefit your organization, give us a little overview of your organization, how long it's been in it, what the focus is. That would be most helpful.
Absolutely. So Catholic Charities has served the community since 1968, and our goal is to fight poverty, strengthen families, and build communities. And we do that through the many services and programs that are offered here in Naples. So specifically in Collier County, we address food insecurity by offering services like our soup kitchen in Immokalee and our food pantry here in Naples. And our food pantry actually serves about 500 to 600 families every month. We also provide financial assistance services, helping those people that are struggling to pay their rent or utility bills, which we've seen a big increase with COVID. A lot of people have lost their jobs and lost income because of COVID. But we help those so that they can get back on their feet and not be evicted from their homes. We also have a wonderful program. It's our empowerment program, and which provides support and services by linking people to community resources and also providing financial assistance to help them achieve their goals and to become self-sufficient. And we also have many clients that go through that program, get certified, go to a vocational school so they can achieve self-sufficiency. But Catholic Charities in Collier County, we serve over 15,000 low-income individuals every year.
Well, that's an exhaustive list of all the different ways you touch someone's life. And you made a point earlier, Allegra, that, in some ways we're probably in unprecedented times because people who may not have historically been, recipients of the services you offer are now in situations for perhaps in their first time in their life,
Yep.
They're having to lean into those resources, with some of the challenges and with employment and just hardships that are amongst us. So I'm not surprised that you guys have seen an increase in demand.
Right.
I'm so thankful that you're there to meet it.
Right, yes. We've seen a lot of new people asking for assistance that have never had to ask for assistance before.
Yeah, so the need has never been greater.
Exactly.
When you think about, one of the things we love about this upcoming culinary adventure is that we're kind of combining some loves, right? The love of getting together with people, and we're going to be doing these interventions in a very COVID, sensitive way in terms of distancing. But there's, as we've all been in these situations where we're probably more isolated than we're used to. Getting out for a luncheon is going to be a great opportunity, but it also gives this opportunity to know that your ticket purchase goes to helping others who may not be in the same situation to afford to enjoy something like this. That would be a luxury for them. So, Allegra, as we raise those funds, and so far, by the way, I've been told our ticket sales have had a great start, which is encouraging. When we, at the end of this event, at the end of March, have the opportunity to be able to pass some of that fundraising on to your organization, help us appreciate some of the ways that funding may help others, how your organization may direct those funds. That would be a great thing for patrons to hear. Absolutely.
So we're planning on using the donations to support our weekend Power Pack feeding program. So this program provides food, including breakfast, lunch, snack, and dinner, to 500 children who normally receive free breakfast and lunch at school. And we're providing this to 4 elementary schools. And actually, our numbers in that program have increased as well. From 400 to 500 now at 4 elementary schools. But these children are at risk of hunger over the weekend. So we provide them with kid-friendly items like mac and cheese, ravioli, granola bars, oatmeal, and snacks. So basically, we have a wonderful dedicated group of volunteers that pack these bags every week. They deliver them to the schools, and then that bag of food gets placed in the child's backpack to take home with them on Fridays. So they have enough food over the weekend. But this program really makes a positive impact in their lives. They're not going to school hungry, which, improves their grades, attendance, behavior. So it's a wonderful program.
Well, and there, I heard two amazing things about it, because you're right. Number one, school is wonderful, and we need to pursue that as a part of our development as individuals. But if you're going to school with a hungry stomach, I imagine it would make it a little difficult to maximize that time there when your basic needs aren't being met. And two, even though the schools have really worked through partnerships with yourself, as an example, to provide food to those that may not be able to afford it while they're at school, sometimes we forget that, that need continues into the weekend.
Exactly.
And so I think it's fantastic that you're thinking about using these funds for that broader, not just during the week when they're in school, but the ability to keep them fed through the weekend is huge.
Yes, we've been doing this program for over 10 years, and the school is just so grateful, because they know that these kids, if they wouldn't receive this food, they would go hungry over the weekend. So we're very grateful for the support from the Women's Club.
Well, and I, as an aside, I'll need to contact you. I have 3 daughters, but 2 of them live with me. The oldest has moved on in her professional life, but I have a 13 and a 14-year-old. And one of the things we really enjoy doing together as a family, we've traditionally done it through St. Matthew's House, is coming together to help find ways to serve food to others. And you've given me a couple of nuggets on some family volunteer activities that we may be able to do through your organization, it sounds like, too.
Absolutely. Many of the parishes and the high schools have done food drives for this program. So, it's kids giving back to kids in need. So it's great. It's a great opportunity.
Absolutely. And I know we're talking specifically today about the Culinary adventure and the opportunity to give back in that way, but I missed, Allegra, if I didn't afford the opportunity. If someone is interested in volunteering or getting involved beyond the Culinary adventure, and we hope that you'll get involved in the Culinary adventure, because I've already told you all the wonderful reasons why, but how could they get in touch best with your organization to pursue some of those things?
The best way to learn about our programs and to learn about some of our volunteer opportunities would be to check out our website, which is catholiccharities.dov.org.
Perfect. Well, I'm hoping that through our advertising for this exciting event coming up, that you will spark some and inspire some others to get involved. As I mentioned, you can purchase tickets now at the website noted below, www.culinaryaadventurenaples.org. We're actually running a contest. Although it looks like the motivation is already there, we are for the first 100 people to sign up and purchase and secure their tickets for the events next year. We're doing a drawing with $400 pearls. And I can tell you, I would love to have a set of pearls. I think the ones in mine may or may not be real. If all the other reasons we gave weren't enough to inspire you to go register, maybe that'll be the tipping point, and folks will come. But Allegra, I sincerely, to be able to meet and interact with people who have such giving spirits, hearts like yours, is truly an honor for me. And thank you so much for bringing your talents to make sure that our community continues to take care of those around us, because it is so easy in Naples to live in a bubble with your head in the sand, thinking everything is as great as we all think it is on a day in and day out basis. But there are people in our community, our neighbors, our friends, our family, who are in need. And the generosity of others is one of the things that I just absolutely love about Naples.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Well, Allegra, I hope to meet you in person in the future.
Yes.
I hope that folks will reach out and learn more about your organization. But today, I thank you for the time, and we look forward to being able to bring you some great funding to apply in the capacities that you've noted. I hope you have
Thank you so much.
And have a wonderful holiday season, Allegra.
Thanks. You too. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Bye.